it's disappeared from my library but that time it saved me. I don't know how else to say it because I did not know what was happening. It was the dark night of the soul. And then for no reason whatsoever, it slowly lifted and it never came back. But yeah, it was heavy. It was heavy. Oh, it was hopelessness. I think it was like this despair. Despair. Yeah.
It's right.
Yeah, it was really here. I won't forget it because something built in you. I don't know. I had to feel it, you know. You feel that hopelessness and it was only spiritual work for me. That Yogananda, that book, I would read a line, a verse, and I would say, okay, feel a bit of relief, you know, like, and then it comes back, you know, and then suddenly over time it just went away. It was several weeks actually, yeah. Yeah.
Several week.
No, several weeks it was there, that this dark night. Yeah. Mm. No medicines. I didn't take any medicines. Didn't go see a doctor. I just knew something is happening. I don't understand it. And um, it was this book, if I recall. Yeah, it was this book. Yeah. Thank you for letting me grieve. I can picture my bed, this little room, going to the hospital, just really feeling, I don't know what's going on. And then I would carry his book with me. And I think that's the power of spiritual truth. It just, something is sort of hanging around you, you know, you contemplate it. Like I told you, I was hanging on with my fingernails. Yeah.
Do you remember why you thought you should carry this book, that book?
Because I found relief. Even if for a few minutes I felt, because the heaviness was too much, you know. Then when I read this, even if you like, okay, the relief of suffering. And I said, okay, it wasn't in food, it wasn't in a doing my rounds, it wasn't clinic, it was not California. Wow, no. It was this book. And it was full of like a prayerful statement from Yogananda. Yeah.
So
I didn't know Hawkins then. I did not know him. Yeah, I did not.
That was your only hope, right?
It was my only hope. Yeah. I think even I felt like, what? I'm a doctor. How can this happen? Like powerless. And if I'm a doctor at the best place, no other outer doctor can help here. And I don't know why I knew that. And maybe it's like puritanism around science, like they don't have an answer. If I'm feeling like this isn't the time for science to get involved. I just knew intuitively I'm not going there. But this book I was carrying. Yeah. Yeah. It saved my life. I just 2 weeks ago was back at Yogananda. They have a hermitage in Los Angeles, in Santa Monica. It was closed. They've reopened it for retreats. I went there for 3 days, silent retreat. It's nice, just silent, to be there again. And I can feel, you know, it's just really over here. I can feel the heart in the shrine.
Mm.
It's nice to visit it, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, just to say, thank you very much. Thank you for helping me all those years ago. He's my friend, Yogananda.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah. Um, do you know how Hawkins came to this map? Can you speak to that? I had heard him talk on the stage about this map and what
Mm.
he saw, but I wanted to give you the chance if you knew how Hawkins came about this.
I uh, he once talked about it just a little bit.
Hmm.
But he said he had studied unconsciousness by using muscle testing, kinesiology, just
Right.
and he came up with this. Uh,
Yeah.
he didn't say the details, I believe.
Yes, you're right.
It
Um,
took, it might took many years. Yeah.
well, he has also shared that he was in a workshop with John Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And John Diamond is a medical doctor. I think he's out of Australia. And John Diamond has written a very important book, Your Body Doesn't Lie,
Ah,
that stimuli can make you go weak or strong. The muscles go weak or strong. What Hawkins saw in that response, well, it's not a local response,
mm,
it's the subtle energy meridian acupuncture system, which doesn't recognize falsehood. It doesn't know dark. It only knows light, so it goes strong. And
mm,
when you present the stimuli, which is no light, it goes weak. It doesn't switch on, and so the muscle goes weak. So it
mm,
wasn't the muscle itself, it was actually the underlying acupuncture system responding. And Hawkins realized that, and then he went on to realize also that the acupuncture system is your connection to the field itself, the whole
yeah,
conscious field itself.
mm,
That's genius.
yeah, yeah.
Because then he could start to say, okay, the muscle test is a way to calibrate your acupuncture going strong or not strong. Not it goes weak in the without light. So if you give it crap, or something that is against in these levels, dark, there's no light, then the acupuncture system does not recognize it
Mm, mm,
and the muscle goes weak. It
mm,
doesn't supply the energy to keep the muscle strong. We think it's our brain doing something, or, oh, look, Nisha, you're strong. No, the brain has nothing to do with it. Although we'll come back to the brain because I wrote a point here and we'll explore it. So it was Your Body Doesn't Lie. It's a classic book. I have John Diamond's book, and Hawkins realized, oh, wow, this is the acupuncture system which is responding. It's not the muscle, it's not a local thing, it's the field responding to you. And realize that the muscle test is a wormhole into the field of consciousness where everything exists, all knowledge. And which brings us to a very important point. So when people see this map, and this scale, now we have a yardstick to measure truth. I mean, essentially, right? We're saying, okay, I
mm.
want to be here, please, thank you very much, blue and purple. Yeah, the colors help. I like acceptance and willingness, but I want to be up here. And the the important thing, and which for me, Tomo has taken you are right, long time, still learning, and I will
Mhm,
be lifelong learner, is
mm.
how do you ask the question?
I see, yeah.
The question is the most important. It's not good enough to say, will I win the lottery doing these numbers? I mean, that's in the future. It doesn't mean anything. People think, oh, it's going to get me some material stuff. It might, yes, it does, but it also is how you ask the question, the content of the question against the context of this whole field.
Right.
Yeah. So I sometimes say, I have permission, and I test, muscle test. I have permission. Yes, not yes. I have permission to ask, can I read this book? Is it going to, right? This is the Transcending Levels of Consciousness by Hawkins. This is how I found Tiller, WilliamATiller.
Through the muscle testing. Yeah. You talked about.
Psychoenergetic science. And I went, whoa, this science is not 400. This science is like touching 600. I mean, I was confused. I said,
How this is possible.
I had a short circuit in the brain, like, I thought, okay, I'm doing this wrong. And this is when Hawkins said, no, you're right. This book, and a book, any book, the master puts a pen to paper, it actually is lower than his true understanding. Tiller was very unique. When I was with Tiller, it's like you're around silence. He was very quiet. I told you, sometimes I would just sit with him. I mean, what do you say? Don't want to break the silence. So Tiller was so unique that his book, Psychoenergetic Science, was just 575, So he was coming into that peace, illumination. He was very blissful. Yeah. How do you use it then, Tomo? Your process of question. I ask, is it in the highest good to ask this question? I'll give you an example. Nisha is going to speak at a conference, okay? And I say, it's in the highest good to speak and accept the invitation. Literally, I go like this, it's highest good. I'll say yes, no, or yes, not yes. And then you know, the level of consciousness of the attendees that have registered today, I can't ask future, today now is, I ask these questions. It's in the highest good to read this journal, medical journal. No. Stop subscription. Bye. Okay. No, I have asked these questions and it cleaned up my life. Actually, this energy, brain strain on this, and I had to just stop it, I'm much happier. Anyway, how do you use those? How do you ask the question?
It's similar. The highest, according to the highest good. Yeah, it serves or not served. Yeah, almost all the time. Every choice is not important. Both serves the highest good. So, but sometimes the other ones not serves the highest good. So it's easier to choose.
Yes.
If you have two choices and both serve